Mate, that has been episode 212 of Not the Footy Show. We have managed to get through an hour.
Yeah.
We've done all right. We've done all right.
Pretty good.
I did have a bit of an issue halfway through the show, everybody. I do apologise. We record this on Zoom and just slipped my mind to split the screen view. So when you're watching us on YouTube, you might see me very, very small in the first half of the show, then back to normal. But that's probably a good thing. So people will be doing handstands over that. The alternative is, though, you get a big Cocksmith head straight in front of you the whole time.
How good.
I mean, how was that coffee, mate? Is that fourth coffee gone down well?
Yeah. What is it? It's 10 p.m. and it feels like it's 9 a.m.
Nice.
I'm ready to roll.
We will speak to you again, maybe even this week. We may try and actually catch up after the first game, if there's any differences, anything that stands out. And if we get anything from this 6 again rule that is worth discussing, we may jump on. You can follow me at NRL Tweet. Cocksmith is at Rob Cox, ROBBCOX, on Twitter and on Instagram. You probably want to give a shout out to this guy because I know you're a big fan of what he does. But the NRL roast, mate, what's your? You're gonna give him some love. I did see something this week that I did find hilarious. But...
Yeah, I love his feed, the NRL roast on Instagram. I think he's a very funny dude. I don't know who he is. I believe he lives in Western New South Wales. Is that your understanding as well?
Yeah. He's in the sticks.
It's Parks or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, he's a spaceman. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a country rugby league reference for you.
I think he's got the best rugby league feed on Instagram of all of them. The best NRL feed. I think he's witty. He's got a lot of players following him, and they comment and they rib each other all the time. And no, I dig it. You should, if you don't follow him, you should, because he's got some very
some of it's a little bit blue for my liking. I'm not going to make my nephew follow it. I'll be honest, but
he probably already does.
I will say this though, he does some really good stuff. Look, content creators, good luck to you. And it's interesting to see how much has popped up during this 10 weeks of isolation in a lot of areas. And I'm hoping just for the sake of pushing the rugby league brand around, let it go, NRL. Let it just happen. Let them just do some stuff because the players love it. And your players are your biggest advocates. And if they're enjoying it, obviously, if it crosses the line, I get it. But there's a lot of things. And my final point on this will be, when it comes to vision, be lax because you're going to really get into that US market in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're playing favourites with that, the fans are going to turn on you. I'm just being honest. They will turn on you because they want to see this stuff overseas. And if you want to let the house highlights and all these places use it, that's fantastic. All right? Don't turn around and squash the little guys who are actually doing a pretty good job out here.
I think as long as it's not derogatory and painting the game in a bad light, I think they should let it go. I think it's great. I think let them be creative. Let them have a laugh. Let people get involved. Let people comment. Again, as long as it's not derogatory or salacious, too salacious, I think I think it's good for the game. It gets people talking about it. Not everyone likes the sanitized version of what they're fed by sports organisations. As reliable and as good a product they put out, I still think there's room for a different opinion, if you know what I mean, or not a different opinion, but a different view on things, and maybe a little bit. We all look at things differently, And,
we do.
And I think, maybe for some people, what he's doing at the NRL may not be what their cup of tea, but you've always got the opportunity to unfollow or not. Not look at somebody's stuff. No one's forcing you. So I'm really digging what he's doing. So good on him.
And if anything, this period's underlined is that there is a lot of gold in those hills. And the issue that we have, and I even go back to when I was there. Look, there's only so many hours in a day, so there's only so much you can do if you've got the keys to the castle, so to speak. And that goes for clubs, it goes for media organisations, and the rest of it. You don't have to squash the other people. I'm just saying that. And I understand there are certain rights involved, but there's also things that have been completely and utterly looked the other way when it comes to certain things. So just have a bit of perspective, I guess, is what we're ending up this show. It's episode 212. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/NRL podcast. YouTube, we're at W. Nicholson. And we will have some more, another footy show for you after a couple of weeks off. We are going to get back into it. We'll see how the stars align in regards to whether I can be bothered driving to Camden or not.
Well, if the roast pork won't get you nothing, will, mate. So, yeah.
I can make roast pork on my own barbecue. I just can't put it in the oven because the oven don't work.
True.
Anyway, I've been Warwick Nicholson. That's been
Rob Cox.
And we'll speak to you next time on Not the Footy Show. See everyone.
Yeah, cool, buddy. Peps, yeah.
It's people's escape. It's people's relaxation. And we need to do everything in order to continue that great tradition of...
Not the Footy Show.
Pepsi.